everybody, it's me, Jill, and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of Survivor, Season 35, H3, Episode 4. I don't like having snakes around. Oh, guys, this was such a good episode. Okay, before we get into it, spoiler alert, if you have not seen Episode 4 yet, please go watch that quickly and get right back here because this was chock full of entertainment, let me just tell you. All right, here we go. We start off with a drop your buffs, and the teams are all mixed up. I'm going to go through it super quick, and now I don't even know what to call them because it's not healers, heroes, and hustlers anymore. I'm just going to have to call it red, yellow, and blue teams because let's face it, does anybody really know what those tribal names are? The new blue team is Devin from the Hustlers, Alan and Ashley from the Old Heroes, and Joe and Desi from the Old Healers. My initial reaction is that I know neither of those two pairs are very close. So I'm kind of hoping that's a good sign for Devin to get in there and be the swing vote. The yellow tribe is Ryan and Allie from the Old Hustlers, Chrissy and JP from the Old Heroes, and Rourke is the only healer. On this one, my initial reactions here are that other than Ryan and Allie, I don't think there's any real allegiances happening yet. So I'm not sure how that one's going to shake out. Over on the red tribe, we have Jessica, Mike, and Cole, all from the healers. Then we have Lauren as the only hustler and Ben is the only hero. Initial reaction, okay, Jessica and Cole, the lovebirds, are probably the only real alliance. They don't have anything against Mike, so I can see them sticking with him. That might be a problem for Lauren and Ben because I think those three are going to be pretty strong. The show starts off with a reward challenge, and it's the red team, Jessica, Mike, Cole, Lauren, and Ben, who win the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Jessica, the virgin nurse, finds a secret advantage hidden in her bag of potato chips. Now, she's smart and she's trying not to be obvious, so very quietly she goes and checks it out. It turns out to be the ability to block someone's vote at tribal council, but it has to be the very next tribal council. So again, like with the super idol, if her team doesn't go to tribal, she has to give it to somebody on the losing team. But right now, Jessica is feeling like this is just a really good day for her because not only did they switch teams up, but she still ended up on her boyfriend's team. They won the challenge, and she's got a belly full of peanut butter and jelly. So she's thinking this is the best day ever. That is until Hurricane Cole sweeps into town. When Jessica found out what her secret advantage was, she confided in her alliance, Cole and Mike. Cole then immediately tells Ben and then Lauren. What? Yes. Cole tells the other two people on their tribe. What? I'm speechless at this point. He says he thinks that because when he told Jessica that Joe had an idol, it worked out so well for him. I mean, he ended up getting a kiss on the cheek. He thought he would spread that same goodwill and earn the trust of Ben and Lauren. But what are you I don't understand. What is the point of telling the only two people that you might possibly vote out? It made no sense whatsoever, but he does it. He tells Ben first, and then those two go and he tells Lauren. And Lauren is, of course, suspicious because she's thinking to herself, why would this guy tell me this information? You're right. Why would he? But she doesn't know Cole. That's the thing. Over on the new yellow tribe, Ryan takes the opportunity to tell Chrissy that he was the one that gave her the super idol. I think that was a pretty good move on his part because she now seems pretty loyal to him. She was grateful for it. She says, well, here's how lacking in self-awareness Chrissy is. She thinks that Ryan saw something in her from afar on day one and he wanted to team up with her. Among all these 18 people, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but that is not why he gave it to you. First of all, he had to give it to somebody on your tribe, and at that time it made sense for him to shake things up and have your tribe keep what he perceived as possibly the weakest person, to keep your tribe weak. You were vomiting all over the platform. There was really no other choice for him to make. Anyway, it really seems to be working in his advantage, because she took it to mean he wants to work with her, and to be fair, she's not the worst person to be working with. Over on the new blue tribe, Ashley and Alan are kind of trying to patch things up. Ashley doesn't trust Alan because he's a whack job, but he's the only other hero, and so he has said, listen, I'm sticking with you right now. They kind of decide to, stay together going forward, because they're really all each other has right now. So the two of them are kind of hoping they can get Devin to vote with them. Meanwhile, Devin and Joe and Desi are out like picking snails off of rocks. Something gross. And Joe decides to tell Devin that Ashley and Alan want him gone. Devin says, both of them said that, or just Alan? Joe says both of them said it. So Devin's like, okay. So he's kind of filing that away. And, he says to the confession cam, I don't know if I believe Joe, but I don't know the other two, so anything's possible, and I'm feeling pretty vulnerable right now. So I'm thinking, well, Joe accomplished what he needed to. He at least put doubt in Devin's mind. Over on the red tribe, Lauren, Ben, and Mike are sitting together. So Lauren says to Mike, hey, did you hear anything about some kind of advantage? And Mike plays dumb and says, no, what are you talking about? And she goes, well, I don't know. I heard something about something in a potato chip bag. So now Mike knows she knows. So as soon as he can, he goes out to the raft and he says to Jessica, did you tell Lauren about your secret advantage? And Jessica's like, no. Why would I? That makes no sense. And he goes, well, somebody did, because she just approached me and said, do you know anything about a secret advantage? Something in a potato chip bag. Out pops Cole from the water, and Jessica's fuming. She says to him, did you tell Lauren about my secret advantage? Cole, caught red-handed, he's like, no, why would I do that? How's that going to help my game? What advantage would I get from that? Yes, those are all very good questions that you maybe should have asked yourself before you told Lauren. Jessica is not buying it. She knows. She knows he did it because that's what he did on the old tribe. Cole can't keep a secret. She knows it, but she's not sure how to play this right now. So she's staying calm, and she said, well, you found out somehow. And Cole, he said, well, I mean, I may have mentioned it to Ben. Oh, buddy. Oh. Sweet, sweet Cole. As good as yesterday was for Jessica, that's how bad today is going. So now we have the competition, and the new red team comes in first place again, and the new yellow team comes in second, and it's the new blue tribe that is going to tribal council. That's Ashley and Alan, Joe and Desi, and Devin. I'm worried about my boy Devin. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Devin is really cute. So I'm really hoping that Ashley and Alan can talk to Devin and get Joe out, because you know how I feel about Joe. But as everybody's leaving, we hear Jessica say that she has to give that secret advantage to someone on the blue tribe. She's gonna do whatever she can to keep the old healers safe. That's unfortunately Joe and Desi. So I'm feeling nervous for Devin, although it doesn't really make sense to send Devin home. So we go back to the new blue tribe's camp. Devin is actually talking to Ashley. He discovers that Joe just flat out lied to him by saying that Ashley and Alan wanted him out. And he's finding a connection with Ashley, which I think is good. I think that could be a good pairing for their game. Devin says to the confession cam that when Joe was telling him that in the first place, he sensed that he was like being pitched to by a used car salesman. So I'm thinking, oh good, Devin's got good instinct. And then Devin says he also thinks that Alan is a straightforward guy. Maybe Devin doesn't have the best intuition after all. Anyway, the biggest problem here now is that Joe has an idol. He decides that he's gonna stir things up and get people mad at him. Joe starts saying, you know, this is stupid. Nobody's even talking strategy and we're going to tribal tonight. And everyone's kind of quiet. And finally, Alan takes the bait and he says, what name are you throwing out there? Joe says, okay, I'm going to vote for Ashley because I think she's the weakest link. Alan says, well, you know what? I'm not going to vote for Ashley. And I'm not going to vote for Devin. And you know, honestly, I would be loving this if I didn't know that Joe had an idol. And also that Jessica, the virgin nurse, is going to be throwing a wrench in this somehow. You know, this kind of stuff is Survivor gold. These confrontational moments that you would like never have in real life, they're so entertaining. Desi's so mad at him for blowing up their game. She's like, you know, you kind of threw me under the bus because you have an idol. And he goes, no, I got them all mad at me. And she goes, no, they're going to vote me out because they know you have the idol. Because I mean, I give it to you because if you go, then my game is over anyway. Then we cut to Devin reaching in his pack and he pulls out the secret advantage. I don't understand it, but I'm thrilled. Why? Let's give it to him. But whatever. I'm so happy because right now I know Devin is more on Ashley and Alan's side than he is Joe and Desi. I want Joe out. I can't stand the guy. But he can't open it until Tribal Council. Then we're at Tribal Council. So it's time to vote. And Devin says, Jeff, I have something here. I'm not supposed to read it until it's time to vote. I think that's now. And Jeff says yes. So he reads it out loud. This is a secret advantage to block a vote. And because it was given to Devin, it's Devin's vote that gets blocked. Wah, wah. Sorry, everybody. I'm sitting outside because it's such a beautiful day. Between the airplanes and the garbage truck that keeps squealing, I'm just going to try and wait a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking, Survivor, that is so mean. To give somebody a secret advantage, they can't open it, so all day long they're thinking something good is going to happen, and it turns out to be against them? As Devin said, that's not an advantage. No, it wasn't. Not for you. At least I kind of understand why Jessica, the virgin nurse, didn't give it to one of the healers, but I don't quite understand why she gave it to Devin. Like, she doesn't know what's going on in their tribe. Devin could have been working with the healers for all she knew. I feel like it would have made much more sense to give it to one of the heroes. In any case, it would have made no difference because Joe used his idol on himself. It turned out to be the right move to make because Ashley and Alan voted for Joe. Their votes don't count. Joe and Desi voted for Alan, and Alan is the next to go. The secret advantage wouldn't have mattered because Devin would have also voted for Joe, and no Joe votes counted. Then Joe says to Ashley, thank you. I read your face, baby girl. Oh, didn't you just know Joe would be a sore winner? And then he says to Desi, see, I knew it. I knew they were going to vote for me. I knew it. I got your back, girl. No, you didn't. You took a gamble. You were really afraid to gamble with your own safety in the game, which, by the way, I don't blame you. This is a game. If you have an idol, you should use it on yourself. But don't pretend like you made this magnanimous move of, I would have given it to you if I would have thought the vote was going your way. No, you wouldn't have. And guess what? I can read people too, Joe. Your legs are shaking, your adrenaline's going. You got lucky, that's it. You gambled and it paid off, and that's fine, but do not act like you are a master game player. It's real easy to say you knew all along after the fact. In conclusion, Joe is still a very unlikable person, and the secret advantage may have actually helped Devin slightly because he can always act like he wasn't going to vote for Joe after all. I mean, nobody really knows for sure who Devin was going to vote for. I don't know. And finally, I'm not super broken up about Alan being gone. He wasn't much help in challenges, and he was a real loose cannon. I think he could have hindered Ashley and Devin going forward. As I said before, I see those two as possibly being a good alliance, and if they were carrying Alan with them, I mean, he would have been a number for them, but I'm not sure if he wouldn't have ended up being more trouble than he was worth. That's all for this episode. Please join me right back here every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of Survivor. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.